Але цього. Так, ану, алло, алло, ану поговори. А чо тебе не чуть? Ану ще побазар. Да. А чо тебе, бля... Артура нормально захватывает, а тебе тупо отказывается захватывать, прикинь. Так, Дискорд. А, подожди. Може через це?
О, боже.
Ану побазар тепер ще.
Алло, алло, да, да.
О, все, заебись, хорошо, дуже добре.
Дідість.
Ду. Такс.
Правильно, кал. Света
Всё.
детской неожиданности.
Погнали.
Ого. Плей. Коннектинг.
Бой.
Бля, мене руки ватні, я, бля, сейчас буду так мазать жорстко.
А що з руками?
А хуй знає. Що та рука вправо. Сьогодні тяне. Я пішов в турнічки, порозмінався, перестягувався і що не помогло мені. От. Але, типа, воно лучше чувствую, чим було. Но рука якась реально ватна.
Ну, хз. У мене буває таке, що я якщо посплю странно, то в мене руки наче лоскоче.
Да.
Ну і не тільки руки. Якщо ти розумієш, що я. Так.
Що воно робить, блядь?
Так, ну-ка. Будуть ігорки сьогодні. В нормальні режими грати.
Сука, такі прикольні таунти, пиздец, понаходив, єбанце.
Там якісь DLC-шні таунти є.
Да, тут є піздаті, реально.
Експеншн.
Танці є охуєнні. Фух, ебать, туди охуєнні.
З них ачівки, блядь, дають. Так, понятненько. Понятненько. Фрифрол не граємо. Партія. А що я запускав, блядь? Я запускав дезматч чи фрифрол?
Та тімплей ще.
Та тімплей гейський, блядь. Я хочу, типу, ну, воювати нахуй, а не от это.
Бля, ебать, тут танцы реально охуенные, просто пиздец.
Штрайно.
Фу. Костомизation.
Текс.
Шалам.
Чего, блядь? Так, подожди. Це найобка, яка гідра. А чо не робота? Понятненько, наебало опять тупо на шекеле, пиздец. Так.
Бля, мы будем играть, чи не? Что он делает?
Шукаю пати. Понятно, блядь, сука. Нормальні, блядь, режими ніхто не грає, блядь. А ну давай. Тімплей, погнали. Що всі сидять в тімплеї? В мене вилетів дум, ні.
Ну, а она подключается.
Щас будеш лівати.
Ссылка.
Бо я вже запускаюсь.
Давай, Джо,
Блядь, я надеюсь, це не із-за стріма.
Last man standing. Эцио. Пиздец. Проиграл.
Так, що ти будеш катати чи будеш лівати?
Так, ты можешь заженироваться?
Нет, конечно. Тут ж такого нема.
Почему? В смысле?
Тут ж так не работає. Ми ж вже пробували.
Попробуй, бы, типа, пати не пол.
Ні, не работає.
Блять.
Ти що, Данік?
На.
Потери памяти. Провалы в памяти, пиздец. Ты можешь катнуть, я пока фрифрол пошукаю.
Да я вышел. Женируйся.
Давай, давай.
Да нет, дезматч никто не играет.
Це просто
Хотя,
пиздец,
подожди.
блядь.
Тимплей включаешь, там же Team Deathmatch есть. Просто что
Це
она
не,
все
тут не то
сразу.
саме, блядь, що, типа, ну, нормальне м'ясо, типа.
Мгм. Ну, пиздец.
Це
Вечором буде.
жорстка зрада.
Да.
Ну, хочу з ракетниці стріляти. По всем сразу.
Вечором зайдуть люди більше буде. Боляче видно.
Подивимося, подивимося.
Team deathmatch. Remember, no survivors.
Ментіпіс.
Magnet activated.
Хтось там стріляється, блядь.
Incoming demon room.
Троє на демон руні,
блядь.
троє на руні.
Я вмер, мене якось хера застрелили, блядь.
Enemy renegade spawn. Halfway to defeat.
Halfway to defeat уже? Як? Просто пиздец.
Incoming chainsaw.
Бля, я почти замочив, сука.
Glorious.
Чейнсом.
Забрали.
Enemy demon slain. Allied harvesters.
Демон забрав, да, хтось?
Бля, мене замочив цей чувак. Він ще носиться як обгорілий. Може читер?
Allied demon slain.
Поки не натикався.
Enemy revenant. Spawn.
Оу, щит! Блять, куда я попал, на?
Бля! Пиздец, я тупо не поняв ніхуя, що відбулося.
Пиздюлей
Чисто
получив.
зайшов, пізди дали, і я вийшов.
Demon possession ended.
Де війна, бля, де війна?
Шлюха все собрав.
добив підера.
Incoming chainsaw. Chainsaw spawned.
Ой! Ти по мені в'їбав больно. Дуже.
Да, я тоже получил пиздюля.
Со снайперки.
Chainsaw dropped.
Бля, почти чувака виніс, сука.
Якогось бідного АФКшера заїбашу. Блять, 25 хп, шлюха. Дімон, Дімон.
Є, забрав, да, я
Хто
забрав.
забрав? Найс.
Vacuous spawned.
Забрав.
Блять, за що нахуй? Скільки в мене було хп, що я так быстро поїду, не.
Allied demon slain. Enemy Incubus.
Бля.
Не знаю, на що
Десь
розчитував
надо.
тільки що.
Incoming chainsaw.
Бля. Почти добили.
Блять,
Бля.
хто Дімона взяв? А, він опять. А ні, наш.
Да. Ну тут ебать мясо в натуре.
Demon possession ended. 5 kills remaining. 1 minute remaining.
Пизда, блядь, чё вони все троє постоянно, нахуй? Я что-то знаю.
Yes. Та, сука, що ж ти носишся, блядь?
Блядь, мене последнього заїбашили, походу.
О, замочи його.
Сука, зрада.
Лох. Ебать, це було жорстко.
Пітери даже не танцюють, глянь. Не розбираються вообще в думі.
Ні, один там що робив таун, я його якраз в кінці замочив, коли він бігав все з пилою.
Та я про, блядь.
Ого, ебать, я настріляв. Але ми ще захуйово всі в общем настріляли. Гусь вза. Сука, дебіли. Да. Що тут є цікаво? Темпла.
Такое. Чё ты активизировался, блядь, на работе, нахуй? Так,
Що?
мужики, активизировалось что-то на работке, тупо красный вовремя дуже.
Чувствую.
Бля, демон трекер хороший, ти быстріше рухаєшся, коли вражеский демон живий.
Так. Ну я з магнітом бігаю.
Та
І
я
ще й
теж.
вайшн прикольно.
Ти що ти теж поставив собі вейжен, але, блядь. Ну, типа, бігати з менше, ніж 75 хп, це іменно
Да.
дуже хуйова затія.
Да. Ні, вона виручає, ти можеш, типу, мансірувати і звалить нафіг. Але
Мгм.
да, таке.
Да.
Виручало періодично. Просто буває таке, що так мансіруєш, по тобі попасти не можуть, і ти, типу, нарізаєш теж.
Ну да, але тут не то, щоб дохуя контроля в воздухі, того воно, типа, не особо
Soul
помансирується.
harvest.
Ти щось.
5, 4, 3,
А що це? Що це за режим я провтикав?
Harvest, so harvest.
kill your enemies and harvest their souls.
Бачу вже підоров.
First blood. Enemy cacodemons spawned. Glorious.
Бля, мене вбили. Так, і діло.
Опа, АФКшничок.
Glorious.
Дуже добре. Блядь, 2 директ хіта, я вбив його чи ні? Да! Ха-ха! Це було б обідно, якби він вижив, конечно. Блядь, як? Що з мене робиться по ФП, що мене швидко вбивають? Так ось... Обращать внимание вообще.
Бля, по мені постріляли. Так, там осталось копейки, сука.
Harvester spawned. Invisible.
Блять, хто інвіз забрав? Враг забрав інвіз.
Сзади нас на демоне, сука.
Підер!
Demon slain. Allied cacodemon spawned.
А, сейчас пошел пиздец помогать.
Enemy harvester
Блять.
spawned.
Надо в'єбувати від цього демона проклятого. А куда моя ракета делась, тупо, сквозь забор пролетела, походу. Вмри!
Налагаю.
Мэр.
Allied demons slain. Enemy harvester spawned.
Ебать тут мясо. Фух, ебануться. Не, ну в мене 40 фепісов, це піздец. Це іменно...
Incoming BFG.
Блядь.
Шлюхан! Ты шо?
Demon slain. Enemy cacodemon spawned.
Ох, як хорошо прийняв, братішку, ти шо?
Єсть, прийняв.
Allied Magulus spawned.
Єсть, блядь.
Найс, найс. Якраз на тебе виспригнув, бро.
По мені снайпер цілий. На мені один чувак. Найс.
Allied demon slain. Enemy cacodemon spawned.
Дайте аптечку. Ага, понял.
Єсть, заїбашив.
Allied spectre spawned. Incoming
Бля,
BFG.
бачив, було жорстко, чувак, він мене тупо не зміг замочити.
Так, ну мы пока насасываем.
BFG dropped. Allied demon
В них вже.
cacodemon spawned. BFG dropped.
Блядь, я соснув жорстко з більшишки.
Сука, ззаді цей гандон стояв. Ти його замочив?
Кого? Вообще не буде, ти чого?
Ззаді тебе.
Allied
Когось
spectre
замочив,
spawned.
але...
Halfway to defeat.
Блядь, ззаді. Саме заїбашив. Заїбашив цю суку. Ну тут от мене.
Блять.
Бля, 40 хп не оставалось.
Блять, ракети закатуються, ні!
Incoming BFG.
Походу, я себе з
BFG,
плюшом
сука.
замочив. Ого, не б'є вже.
BFG spawned.
Є, забрали.
Enemy Spectre spawned. BFG dropped.
Бля, мене замочилось.
Ай-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй.
Ебані фепіси, сука, пацани, мені надо. Єбать, замочив.
Allied Spectre spawned.
А якого хуй мене так мучить?
Allied demon slain. Enemy captains. 10 points remaining. Come back.
Ну, ладно, ми тепер ведем, да?
Demon possession.
Бля, охуєнно.
Enemy reached score finish.
А, стоп, це води ви... Ні, бро!
Вони, да.
Та це, а ми завжди сині, виходить, чи як? Типа враги красні, а ми завжди сині?
Ну да, по логіки речей, да. Ну я виключу собі цю хуйню, щоб типа не плутати.
Ні, ну так команди все одно ж, типа... Сині і красні.
Я не знаю, Ната включає і мені показує. Ну, Soul Harvester, да, ну, типа... Вики в них мамки наебатели. 38, 40, 22, блядь, настріляли.
Нормально, да.
Вони брали, блядь, 99, сука. Хуй, да?
Хочу десматчі грати.
Ну, дезматч мощний, але в мене що-то прям вообще тачка така не вивозить.
Опа, мені походу продукти приїхали зараз.
Алло. Виїхали.
Добрий день. А можна якусь, типу, питну воду просто саме дешево? Клас, підходить супер. Не газовано так. Дякую, до побачення. Алло.
Де? Що ти там вже заказував?
Сільпо. Блять, в мене мітинг почався, так що може я поки що без звука. Я думаю, що він має задізбендитися, бо нас не буде. Алло.
Hey Dennis. Yes. Dennis, were you in the office in the company's office? Like
Once.
years ago, right?
Yeah, I was.
5,
Okay.
4,
There was like going over to Gemma and then we were like a couple of photos there.
capture and secure the zones for extraction.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Secured zone.
I'm sad she's leaving.
Enemy extracted Bravo. Extracted Alpha.
She's super lovely. She's doing the industry. Why not? Eon.
Zone incoming. Zone incoming.
Oh.
Secured zone.
Okay, just start. I don't want to waste your guys' time. Yeah. It's okay.
Enemy extracted Bravo. Zone incoming. Incoming BFG. Zone incoming. BFG spawned. BFG dropped. Incoming BFG dropped. Glorious. Secured zone. Harvester spawned. Secured zone. Alpha lost. Losing Bravo. Bravo lost. Enemy demon slain. Allied Prowler spawned. Enemy extraction. Alpha.
Talk about it. Discutir. Very short down the wall.
Zone incoming. Enemy extracted Bravo.
Sort of like explaining, you know, how things work.
Demon possession ended. Zone incoming. Extracted Alpha. Incoming EFG. EFG spawn.
Article in about 66. If you want to use that imagery,
EFG dropped.
quite different.
Losing Bravo.
But I see, yeah, like from support the court.
Question about that. Is that for target? Because we really want to
Losing Bravo.
So I would like to try this.
Secured zone.
part of the sound is how they go. I don't want to remove the fact that the skin.
Zone incoming.
So
Incoming demon room. Losing
So
Alpha.
I would
Alpha lost.
use some traditional headshots.
Demon room spawn.
We haven't used any of that.
Allied
I
Spectre
honestly
spawn.
feel the same. Like after doing the using the photos for 16.6 in support articles. Yeah, they're super nice, but maybe misplaced for the specific tool and stuff.
Okay, but we don't have any.
Secured zone. Secured zone. Alpha lost.
I don't know if it's like the stuff with the back.
Yeah, that's what I was shared. I think Rebecca shared those with me, and she basically told me that these are.
Losing Bravo. Incoming
So I'm not sure
haste.
if
Demon possession ended. Haste spawn. Bravo lost. Secured zone.
Put all our money in one single photographer.
Alpha lost.
Show the tools in our eternity just because that happens. The shoot we get for the roots. So
Incoming. Halfway to defeat.
This is still within, you know.
Nearing defeat. Enemy extracted Alpha. Secured zone.
But we've got it limited for using
Losing Bravo.
images. So I don't think that we
Zone incoming. Bravo
find
lost.
images. I think we need to find images that work and represent it well and show it in the best way. Because the ones who will be reading the support article from now on might not even seen the thing, so it's yeah. Sorry.
no, cool. I agree. I just think like maybe in the future it would be nice to
Enemy reached score limit. Enemy extracted Alpha.
Alright, so for this blog piece that we would like to write, like, we don't think that the images from the synthesis would do well, or
They don't show the features one.
But
They're
that means we need
like
to find other images, right? So we need to figure out if we have other images that we can use, or we need to organize another shoot.
Or maybe we can take a look together and just review all the images and figure out if maybe some of those are good for the blog or anything.
There might be some of the previous ones from the boathouse. Remember, there's shots from Maria, for example, that are a bit portraity. I know we have some shots from Ariana as well. That could be cropped, a bit portraits.
the thing about Ariana is that she doesn't need retouch.
Yeah. So
Okay,
that's
Sorry, Daniel.
No, I tried a lot of the images that I get my hands on over the last few months through Rebecca. That includes the boat house and so on and so forth. I have to say that in terms of retouching, if I have to pick one set that actually would work, I would pick actually the image that we shot for the campaign. And so my preference that I think is the best that we have for now, and actually want to bring up the visual lady with all the blanks on the face. It's a bit, I don't know, a bit intense. I don't know, like, to me it would be worth considering to accept that that's going to be the image set that we're going to do for this time around. In a few months, we're going to be back at talking about retouching again, most likely. So that there is opportunity to kind of refresh the images at that point. That would be maybe like a, so we don't need to do extra work now to then start again in 2 months.
Warpath.
And the other tools, but of course all the other images in the shot, I think we have
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Magnet activated. Secure and defend the zone. Capture the zone.
The shot from 1606, like if you could think of anything else, would you mind just put it in the chat for
Capturing zone.
to have a look if you find something else.
Secured zone.
And then if we don't have anything else, or we don't have anything that we don't think it could work like that, we can take the discussion that we actually need.
Okay, yeah, you mean the model test, right?
Losing zone.
No,
Yeah.
Zone lost.
Yeah, cool.
Showcase feature, like they were not shot with right?
Yeah, so should I ask Rebecca to share the other images?
Could you just ask them like
Okay.
You know, just
Capturing zone. Incoming Gauss cannon.
and you should have all the images that's available for us.
Gauss cannon spawn.
If you can think of and you just share it here. And then,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, cool, agreed.
Thank you.
Capturing zone. Secured zone. Incoming demon road.
For the green problem. We look at you guys seen what the main tutorial in square sideways.
Losing zone. Demon road spawn. Allied Baron spawn. Zone lost.
Sincere, but that's the last bit that we have to. I'm still working on it, of course.
Come back. Capturing zone. Allied demon slain. Enemy harvester spawn. Secure zone.
Yes. So,
Losing zone. Zone lost. Glorious. Demon possession ended. Incoming Gauss cannon. Capturing zone. Gauss cannon spawn. Gauss cannon dropped. Losing zone. Zone lost. Capturing zone. Secured zone. Losing zone.
Please let me know how long.
Zone lost. Gauss cannon spawn. Demon rooms. Allied Baron spawn. Capturing zone. Secured zone.
We are gonna give an attempt to recover removal.
Losing zone. Allied demons slain. Enemy revenant spawn. Halfway to defeat.
And probably like the same kind of
Losing zone.
meat, you know, like that.
Zone lost.
It's every time wish I can
Possession. Capturing zone. 50 points remaining. Secured. Incoming Gauss cannon. Losing zone. Gauss cannon spawn. Zone lost. Capturing zone. Secured zone.
LAP and to CMYK on the today. So we might be able to bring that, but
Losing zone.
you're mentioning it should be easier to
get
switch between them or show them at the same time.
Combat Avenger. Losing zone. Incoming demon room. Zone lost.
different ways, different ways.
Demon room spawn. Enemy remnant spawn.
What is the value of
Demon slain. 10 points remaining.
it's a small thing, but it's a
Incoming regeneration. Enemy Cacodemon spawned. Regeneration spawned. Demon possession ended. Crush enemy reached the score limit.
The base retouch includes some reduction of the eye. We think to start, as a good assumption, we have the brightness, slash separation of the sclera, and the brightness, the contrast, opiness of the iris. Whatever. Basically, what we want to do is gonna enhance the flashlight, get a bit more vibrance in the iris, and with the standard retouching of the sclera, which typically means try to remove the yellow tint, if there is a yellow tint, and also with the reds, and clear it up and a bit more poppy. So we will discuss exactly how the look is gonna be, but it's gonna be again one slider experience, or like few sliders experience, where you can, depending on which face you select, you're gonna move around sliders and get the iris touch. Then when it comes to mobile, we're gonna try to have every feature we develop in desktop to be part of mobile soon after, but within the train. We probably gonna have a little bit of having this discussion, especially when it comes to damage protection, because what is today phase retouch, 10x is so kind that they will take the touch and move to mobile. So we're gonna tag along there, and but we plan to have this protection as when we get it. Yeah. But everything else is except the first one, and we can discuss if the mobile version of that damage protection, in which release it should go. Everything else, no, as 2PA, everything else is targeting 67.
I think, do you think if I mean, also this is dependent on errors as well, but if we could be ready with the mobile release by early September, then the protection mask for bloody sugar would
Sector.
could be a part of that part.
Yes. But like, yes, I've seen the Alexander Keith and we're not trying.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Magnet activated. Capture and secure the zones for extraction. Secure the zone. First blood. Losing Alpha. Enemy extracted Bravo. Alpha lost. Avenger. Double kill. Zone inhibitor. Alpha lost. Incoming Gauss cannon. Secured zone. Gauss cannon spawned. Enemy extracted Alpha. Extracting Bravo. Zone incoming. Glorious. Zone incoming. Incoming demon room. Demon room spawn. Enemy sniper spawn. Enemy extracted Alpha. Zone incoming. Enemy extracted Bravo. Glorious. Zone incoming. Possession complete. Alpha.
Is about what would it take. So let's find out what would be great if we
Zone incoming.
with a lot of us, whether they will make it.
Secured zone. Secured zone. Losing Alpha.
Is it's tool
Alpha lost. Incoming invisibility.
yeah, this is
Invisibility spawned. Secured zone. Supremacy. Losing Bravo. Bravo lost. Losing Alpha. Alpha lost. Losing Bravo. Incoming demon raid. Enemy extracted Alpha. Avenger. Bravo lost. Demon room spawn. Allied Spectre spawn. Zone incoming. Avenger. Enemy extracted Alpha. Secured zone. Allied demon slain. Zone incoming. Enemy Spectre spawn. Alpha lost. Secured zone.
very weird technologies we have arranged about. And
Demon possession ended.
same with
Bravo lost. Extracted Bravo.
what happens.
Enemy reached score limit. Enemy extracted. Crushing defeat.
Yes, I sure appreciated that. Always a new example. Thank you. And then we are doing a little UX improvement that should have been done from the beginning, but you know when you put in a card and you select some images to be imported, when you import them, but you don't delete them, when you choose allow images, when you then put in the card again, the images that you already imported are still checked. What the fuck? They should be. And after this update, you will check the import images, please the checkbox, meaning you have already imported. Of course. And then we added perhaps depending on how cheap it is, import masks as alpha channels, in or maybe PSD, perhaps, and depending on what you do. Yeah, so basically just getting the masks that might be in your file as alpha channels. We've heard that from many customers, and good argument that we should use to because the both photographers I've heard it from the studio realm of editing high-end at least, so it's all to differentiate. Yes, and chances are that we will definitely not make this whole list. We know more once we have done some research on the top ones. Then there are some stretch priorities in case that everything is just super cheap and easy to do. Yeah, but don't expect that. I just like to have a roadmap that's longer than what we can do, so if we drop something, we know exactly what to continue.
Sector.
Yeah, I'll cover a bit for preparation. As you can see in this list, there's 2 minutes to make one of it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Magnet activated. Capture and secure the zones for extraction.
Come back with a date. I suppose for others.
First blood. Secured zone. Secured zone.
So there's a big piece.
Extracted alpha.
Somewhere down there. But this is contact sheets. Contact sheets is the big piece. This is something that's important to do.
Zone losing Bravo. Bravo lost.
Now, this is still debate. Contact sheet has a dependency on the AP as well. There's no promises to the AP.
Secured zone.
We'll see.
Extracted Bravo. Incoming invisibility. Extracted alpha. Invisibility spawn. Invisibility. Zone incoming.
History of changes was made to change at which date. There's the
Secured zone. Incoming demon room.
that's one things to be able to this
Secured zone. Demon room spawn. Enemy sector spawn. Defender extracted.
capture for the same times.
Zone incoming.
Control the lens.
Bravo lost.
Do what I
Secured zone. Possession ended. Losing alpha. Enemy extracted Bravo. Extracted alpha. Avenger. Showstopper. Secured zone. Bravo lost. Secured zone. Losing Alpha. Alpha lost. Incoming Gauss cannon. Enemy extracted Bravo. Gauss cannon spawned. Secured zone. Secured zone. Losing Alpha. Defender Alpha lost. Losing Bravo. Incoming Demon. Bravo lost. Secured zone. Demon Brood spawned. Allied Baron spawned. Extracted Zone incoming. Allied Demon slain. Enemy Kago Demon spawned. Secured zone. Losing Bravo. Demon possession ended. Bravo lost. Secured zone. Enemy extracted Bravo. Losing Alpha. Alpha lost. Alpha victory. Zone incoming. Incoming invincibility. Invisibility spawn. Comeback. Alpha lost. Secured zone. Losing Bravo. Avenger. Bravo lost. Secured zone.
That's fine. Okay. Okay.
Enemy losing Alpha. Incoming demon. Alpha lost. Demon room spawned. Allied Kago demon spawned. Demon possession ended. Enemy reached score limit. Enemy extracted Alpha.
Did you see, right? Because anyone who uses dictum, which is this gamut, this is possible when portraits express in how they market themselves, but honestly, if anyone wants to work with galleries. So there's a bit of a potential overlap / cannibalization with live. It's a bit of a different tool as well. They are more like beautiful galleries, and we are more like working for the selection thing. Still, it's probably slightly all in one studio and not pro, so that it comes at the same time as you get the collaboration tool. Let's see when we get there. Those three might come out with depending on the client.
Do you know is the partnerships team, are they involved in any of these? They are
All three of them. And so, yeah, if some potential is disappeared from here, I think she could put this in its turn. It's like after 6 and 7, but this is probably the first thing we do for 6 and 8 or something like this. It's just not a small project. With the team having to work on the mobile sessions until the end of the summer. Well, fits for 6 and 7, so instead of having enough to release, to drop a release things and work on contextuals after. Questions?
Sessions we've been working on since last autumn, right?
Sessions on mobile been on and off since probably last
Warpath.
but this was not taking course for most of the 16 straight, so that it was quickly on the hierarchy and the session. So they're starting now again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Secure and defend the zone. First blood. Capturing zone. Defender. Losing zone. Zone lost. Incoming regeneration. Regeneration spawn. Capturing zone. Secured zone. Losing zone. Incoming regeneration dropped. Zone lost. Demon rune spawned. Allied Spectre spawned.
We know it's number one, like, when we know it will make it to 65.
Capturing zone. Defender losing zone. Zone lost. Demon possession ended. Capturing zone. Capturing zone. Incoming regeneration. Regeneration spawn. Secured zone. Losing zone. Zone lost. Come back.
The sooner we get profiles, the sooner we can
Capturing zone. Secured zone. Incoming demon rune. Demon rune spawned. Allied Spectre spawned.
software.
Spawn. To defeat. Losing zone. Zone lost. Demon possession ended. Capturing zone. Incoming regeneration.
Okay, TBT,
Regeneration spawned.
okay, in collaboration we will manage if we can find one. For now, it's
Capturing zone. Capturing zone. Avenger. 50 points remaining.
I'm doing live roadmap.
Incoming demon rune. 10 points remaining. Demon rune spawn. Allied spectre spawn. Capturing zone. Demon possession ended. Enemy reached crushing defeat.
And we just started looking into PSV and apparently it's hated, so it might be something that we do. It's going to depend a bit on how everything else is moving and who is free to do what, so for now, that's it. Note that release on predictive would be very nice with what Alex has shown is part of the roadmap about supporting layers files, because then we would probably support layers in the predictive files as well, which would get you more interesting. That's the whole thing. That's a lot of things. That's a lot of things compared to what we've done in terms of like issues, not the size of them or the depth of them, but the number, sheer number of things we want to work on. So expense. Expect not to make it, but not more of it to make it.
If you would have to think what is 16 and 7, like, you know, 6 and 6 with a very clear kind of message, like what would 16 and 7 would be?
Portrait. All portraits. I think the highlights are going to be straight hair remove if we manage, the extended retouching to the body, teeth whitening, eye brightening, glass glare, intersecting masks. All of them are really good portraits. Features.
Soul Harvest.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and also the intersecting masks goes slightly broader to at least the complainers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Magnet activated. Kill your enemies and harvest their souls. First blood. Enemy prowler spawned.
Night photography.
but also
Enemy demon slain. Allied Mancubus spawned.
The additional you call brothers not used because they don't even have
Enemy Cacodemon spawned.
So I'm actually just thinking that if I well not having and we will be 67 at the end of the first like what it would be really kind of big thing together because you know exactly.
Incoming chainsaw.
Yes, but I mean, like, you know,
Chainsaw spawned. Chainsaw dropped.
because the change is probably second.
Enemy demon slain. Allied Spectre spawned. Chainsaw dropped. Allied demon slain. Enemy prowler spawned.
being angry at the same time as doing like some of the best stuff.
Enemy demon slain. Allied Mancubus spawned. Incoming chainsaw. Chainsaw spawned. Demon slain. Enemy prowler spawned. Enemy demon slain. Allied revenant spawned. Allied demon slain. Enemy demon spawned. Enemy demon slain. Allied harvester spawned. Halfway to defeat. Allied demon slain. Incoming quad damage. Enemy Mancubus spawn. Quad damage spawn.
So, I have to feedback I will also want to leave to band. You just got super fucking lucky. So useful for
Possession ended. Enemy reached crushing defeat.
Kind of August at best.
It depends what you mean with alpha, because you use alpha in gold chunks. We alpha test, but we alpha test with specific purposes. The first alpha we sent out was for quality assurance of the outcome of the tools. Definitely not being used in any production whatsoever, but it was an alpha that we used for validations. We're gonna do the same, we're gonna do it in multiple rounds. So just be careful when you talk about alpha, because it can mean anything. And alpha, most of the times, means something that is not final at all.
Although this time it's not like we're introducing a whole like new workflow, so it's gonna expand on tools we have, like tools we have, right? So it might be also a bit easier to fake if we need to shoot early for some reason. But it's probably a good idea to think about what we want to do for campaigns as early as possible, so we can create something that is modular and we fake it, right?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I think I told you this yesterday that I'm working on the go-to-market plan for HC, so I can share it with you guys as well. It's like what we would like to do going forward.